News 4, home of forewarned weather, rated Middle Tennessee's most accurate forecast.
All right, a mess outside, certainly, but wow, nothing compared to what folks in the Gulf have been dealing with, and we know much of that is moving our way.
Right. The thing is, you don't have to have 52 inches of rain to cause major problems. Sometimes it just takes 4 to 6, and that's the concern as we head through about the next 36 hours or so. So let's take a look at the latest on Harvey, where it is, and it's still in northeastern Louisiana. It has weakened dramatically to a tropical depression. That's what happens when these tropical systems move inland. That friction with the ground just slows down the wind speeds. That's not the major concern. The concern is the track. And again, this has moved a little bit since yesterday. If you watched Lisa yesterday evening on News 4 at 4, 5, and 6, if you read the forewarned weather blog post that I wrote, we talked about the change in the track and what impact that would have. This track has been pushed just a little bit farther to the east, and what that does is it pushes the tornado threat just a little bit farther to the south and east, still including our southeastern counties, but it also drags the flooding threat just a little bit farther east, and now that includes Metro Nashville to a greater extent than it did 24 hours ago. So we'll show you the forecast rainfall amounts in just a moment. After it moves through, it's going to continue moving up to the northeast and just fall apart, and it should be pretty much out of our neck of the woods as we head into Saturday morning. We have an active weather pattern until then. Looking at the big picture perspective, you don't see a whole lot going on here. We'll come back to this look in just a moment. Let's zoom in for what's actually happening in the mid-state right now, and we have a few showers here and there. Moving up through DeKalb County towards Centerville Lake. Near Smithville, you have a little downpour about to head through downtown, and some showers moving from Putnam County up into Overton County. This activity moving the same direction as the heavier rain that we saw very early this morning, moving up to the north and northeast. The bulk of the heavier activity, though, is farther off to our southwest. You see all of these tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings in northern Mississippi and now into West Tennessee as well. Outside the News 4 viewing area, this purple shaded box is a tornado watch that's in effect until 8 p.m. We don't have that for the mid-state, but we could see a watch issued later on this afternoon. In the meantime, just a lot of cloud cover. Again, with the lack of rainfall at the moment, you may think, okay, get out run some errands, get some stuff done, be ready to deal with the humidity. It's not hot, but it is really muggy out there, a tropical air mass. Mid to upper 70s for temperatures in most locations, a little warmer to the west. Atmosphere is a little more unstable there. That's why they have the greater tornado threat for the moment. So Futurecast keeps us with it off and on, a few showers here and there until late afternoon. That's when that first slug of heavier rain starts to move up from the southwest, but really starts to intensify once we get past sunset. So the heaviest rain is going to fall when it's dark outside tonight, and it's going to fall most of the night. So we're talking about a severe weather threat in terms of flooding and in terms of that tornado risk, mainly in southern Middle Tennessee as the storms are initially moving in this evening and the first hours of tonight. That's where that slight risk has been outlined by the Storm Prediction Center. Not only isolated tornadoes, but maybe some damaging winds as well. That risk could carry all the way up towards I-40. It's a lower threat level, that marginal risk, but still something we'll keep an eye on. And that rain will continue to fall throughout the overnight hours. So zooming back in for a look at Futurecast. So let's wind you through all the way through tomorrow. In fact, there's that heavy rain just lining up, including Metro Nashville, including much of southern Kentucky as well. Still raining heavily, it looks like, for the morning commute tomorrow. Allow plenty of extra time for that. Rain gradually begins to diminish in intensity as we head through the day tomorrow, but it doesn't stop. It just transitions to more of an off and on pattern, that heaviest rain gradually pushing farther and farther to the east. There's still going to be some rain on the radar by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. How much is going to add up? Same forecast model. Let's ask it to add up the rain through the next 36 hours or so. All the red shaded areas, or a brighter color than that, at least 2.5 inches of rain. See these yellow splotches, including the eastern half of southern Kentucky, much of Metro Nashville, extending down into southwestern Middle Tennessee. At least 4 inches of rain, could approach 6 to 8 inches of rain in some of the heavier pockets. It's impossible to tell exactly where those heavier pockets are going to line up. Those are very, very small scale features, but it's enough to continue that flash flood watch that's in effect through 7 o'clock tomorrow. So that includes most of the mid-state. Our southeasternmost counties are excluded from that. But the price you pay, you have to deal with the greater tornado threat as the storms initially move in late this afternoon and this evening. So once we get past this, we're going to start to dry out on Saturday. Still a few showers, mainly early in the day. We dry out for Sunday and Monday, then another round. Showers and storms not as long-lived, fortunately, heads our way Tuesday into early Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that one once today and tomorrow out of the way. So the forewarn alert continues today and tomorrow because of the flooding threat and that isolated tornado threat, especially south of Nashville. We'll keep you updated on all of it on the iHeart radio stations as well as right here on News 4 and on our social media accounts as well.